My name's Johnny Coxwell, and welcome to Jackass. What is... What is... And folks, welcome back to the channel. There's going good, yeah, feel me? One of the most annoying things about this car, in my opinion, is the fact that every single wagon I've ever owned has had this issue where you're driving down the freeway, you got all the windows open because you don't have AC in here, because you're trying to save 5 horsepower, you want those gains, and it's just ridiculous. I decided I'm going to just try to weld this part of the roof together, and then obviously I'll try to fix this mid-rib that's cracked in half. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't care if I get any heat penetration points, because this roof has not been painted yet. And since this roof has not been painted yet, I can go ahead and try and weld this mid-rib back onto the car. It comes stock glued to the roof, but I'm going to go ahead and just fuse the metal if I can. Typically I would never weld inside of the car, inside of the garage, but I got a metal sheet down here, and I'm going to be getting a wet towel that I use for auto stuff, and something that you never see in any of these videos. I'm going to go ahead and pop this guy out and have a fire extinguisher just in case, because I'm not a fucking idiot. So I got the wet towel lay down over this metal, and I also have a pair of jeans here. After getting some feedback on my Instagrams, a few people were just like, why don't you just weld it? And I honestly didn't think about welding it because it's so thin of metal. I just never really felt confident in my welding skills until now to give this a shot. This is really thin metal up here. Tack welds will be enough. It'll be more secure than it was stock. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot my shot here, and hopefully I don't burn the house down. So to compensate for the problem that I have with making sure that this is going to stay up against the other metal I want to fuse it to, I have this floor jack and a little chunk of wood. And you can really see the extent of the issue here. I mean, this is not what you want your roof to look like. Last thing I gotta do is prepare the surface. Alright, let's see if this works. That's just punching right through it. So that just happened. Good news though, it looks like this might be one piece again. I'm just blowing right through this stuff, man. This is exactly what I did not want to happen here. Shit. I've been starting off on the mid-rib. I'm like dreading saying this right now, but what if I started off on the roof and worked a glob over? Check the roof. Definitely penetrated through the roof. I'm not concerned about the roof because I can sand it down. So we are good to go. Let's run this. I thought I blew a hole through the roof, so I wiped it away. So this is the damage on the roof. This is all sandable, sand it down, smooth it out, float a layer of Bondo. No one's gonna ever know. It just seems like this piece right here needs to be welded. But I'm not gonna do that. I will try to get some glue up in there and get a jack, just like I used to center this piece here, and that's what I'll do with that piece because it's not cracked in half. The main reason I wanted to weld this piece is because it was snapped in half completely. I needed to fuse the metal back together again. That is the entire and only reason. I guess I should show you guys how shitty these welds are. Just straight poop soup kitchen here, you guys. Horrible, 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 disgusting welds. But these pieces of metal are fused together. They're probably stronger than they have ever been, despite of the fact of the shitty welds. We have penetration on the outside here. It's going to take a lot of deep sanding, if not just, I mean, look at this. You can see the layer there. It's just totally. But look at this. But that's why I did this now, because you cannot do this when the car is painted. If you do this when the car is painted, that's going to happen. You're going to have to repaint it. But since I've been lacking on my Mac in here, I have not painted the roof on this thing yet. Before I close out this video, I went to Home Depot today. Loctite PL Max Premium. I hope this will act as a solid adhesive for not only this midrib right here that's not disconnected, but still hopefully it'll prevent that noise from happening in the future. Applying this stuff here. Alright, so we got this thing all glued up. We got the jack doing its thing, and yeah, hopefully it works out. Come back to you tomorrow. Alright, so it's the next day. Let's see how we're looking here. The wood stuck to it, so that's good. I didn't see it flex back down at all. Oh yeah, that works really good. Wow, never in my life. Yeah, right where the rib's at, it's really solid. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and fill in this part right here and then call it a job well done. I think this stuff works really well. Again, it is called the PL Max Premium, and that's how you can fix your roof's midribs. Probably didn't even have to try and weld this, but yeah, I'm gonna fill this huge gap as much as I can, and that's gonna be that. Whoa. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay tuned. Peace out. Here. Alright, so I got a good amount of the glue up in there. I'm going to finish up this little section really quick, and then just jack it up like I did on the other midrib, and we should have a pretty solid roof.